Hey, you've seen those guys do it. They have the ability to score and score quickly, and that's kind of what they did there. You know, we got at the 28-6, and they were able to go to the length of the field and put a good drive together. And then we kind of, you know, we didn't get anywhere on our third down, on first, second, third down, punted away. We got a good punt return, boom. Next thing you know, we turn the ball over, boom. You know, so games can go like that, and that's why you got to take care of the football and get first downs. But you know, we have a team that, no matter what the situation, we're going to overcome it to the best of our ability, and it's kind of fitting that we won like that today. Yeah, I mean, that's unbelievable, especially the way it happened. I mean, Niners drive all the way down the field, and they stop them on 4 straight downs on the 5-yard line. It's pretty cool. You know, Ray's a great person, and you know, everybody knows he's an unbelievable football player. But you know, he's the best teammate, and it's unbelievable to send him out like this. And you know, the reason for that is, you know, he just wanted us all to feel what it feels like to win this thing. He's felt it, and of course, he wanted to feel it again. But you know, he really wanted us to feel that, and you know, we all made it happen today.
How did you feel all the thoughts going through it internationally?
Yeah, they shoot a lot of it out there, so it's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we're walking up the stadium, and I mean, we're walking up the field, and it was like it's just snowed confetti, and it was all for us, so it definitely felt good. I don't think so. No, you know, those things happen, and both teams had to deal with it. You know, we came off. I think you know, they were facing like a 3rd and 14. We got them stopped, and you know, then we just didn't really do anything with the ball. Yeah.
15 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
I don't know. It just happens like that. I don't think I'm a person that throws a lot of picks in general. You know, we played 20 games this year, and I think I've thrown 10 of them. So it just happens that way. The team came together and got healthy, and you know, we hit our stride right at the right point, and that's why we're standing where we are today. Yeah, awesome, man. You know, he came up huge. He did a great job getting open on some of the routes that he had, and then you know, relied on him big time at the end there on one of those 3rd downs. They rotated over the top of him, you know, so you really wouldn't throw that ball too much. But he had a little bit of separation there, and he did a great job going up and catching that football. I mean, that's a beast right there. Everybody does, man. They got to give it to one guy, I guess, though, and I'm not going to complain that I got it.
Joe, Bisciotti had said he'd love to see you be the quarterback here for the next 10 years. I know your contract's up, but how important is it to have that kind of open support from the owner?
Oh, it's cool, man. Listen, we just want a Super Bowl, and that's the last thing I'm concerned about. But he did let me know that if the day came, I could go beat on his desk and really put it to him. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You jumped a lot of your feet. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that's what they called. That's what the game called for. There was some times when they broke through. There were some times where they did a good job covering people, and you can see that on film. You knew they were going to get a pass rush at some point. You knew they were going to have tight coverage on our receivers, and you know, some of the things just worked out that way. And I think we had to make a couple tight throws and move around early on, and those kept the drives going, and you know, allowed us to put those points on the board. That first half ended up being a really big part of the game. That, you know, this game is crazy. This game always comes down to 2-minute drives, and that's exactly what it came down to today. We were able to get it done in the first half, and these guys came up about that short, you know, at the end of the game there.
Talk about Jacoby's return.
I've never cared. I don't ever want to feel like I'm in a position to defend myself, because it's just, you know, it's just not right. I mean, I don't have to do that. But we'll have this thing forever, you know, and everybody on that team will be connected to each other forever, and that's something pretty special.
John, I said you don't think it was a fact how much you have to fight these guys to keep their mentality and not think that.
Oh, no, our team's great. You know, you saw us. We're just hanging out, getting ready for the game to get started. The funny thing is the light was actually really good when the lights went out. I don't know what it would have looked like on TV, but I think the receivers actually still would have been able to see the ball and all that. The biggest issue was with the headsets. You know, I think our headsets were working. I think theirs weren't. You know, so there was some discuss there with you know, what we might have to do if they never come back on. But you know, it was just one of those things that happens. You have to deal with it. I think they were able to get some momentum just because they got their offense going a little bit.
Hey, Joe,
Guys, we'll have a few more questions.
You made a comment on the TV about how this type of victory was emblematic of the
the way that your team plays. And I didn't hear
Well, I just think it's fitting that we won that way. You know, it's the kind of, like I said, you know, we're a tough blue-collar city. That's the way our games tend to come down to. You know, we're up 28-6. I'm sure a lot of people were nervous, but we're kind of like, this might be pretty easy. And the next thing you know, the Niners get right back into it and play great football, and we just have to grind one out.
Talk about when they have to push the ball.
Yeah, I was sitting on the bench, you know, and I'm kind of thinking, man, these guys got it going right now. Just to be honest, I'm thinking that they're probably going to put the ball in the end zone. We're going to go down and kick a field goal to either tie it or win it, depending on. I assume they probably went for 2 of them just to make it a, you know, try to make it a 3-point game. So you know, that's what I was getting in my mindset ready to do, is go down there and put us in position to, you know, go score a touchdown or kick a field goal.
In terms of playing from behind sometimes in tight games, having the ball, you were thinking, I'm looking at you in the side and thinking, you're probably thinking, I'm going to get this ball last if we have to. But how has it helped being in these tight situations over the last couple of years?
It always helps. And, you know, it's really what makes a team and forms a team, and a Super Bowl champion team. We've been put through those situations. So when they come up, you know, we don't know if we're going to be successful in them, but the bottom line is we don't, you know, the moment doesn't get too big. We're comfortable. We've been there before, and we've failed before. We've succeeded before, and you know, we're not worried about the outcome. We just go out there and play football, execute, and you know, we believe that if we do that, and we do that to our ability, then eventually it's going to work out.
Okay, guys, that's it. Jason, we got to go. Joe. We're going this way.